Mom, 50F, cheated on Dad, 56M. Do I tell him years later? Okay, so years ago, when I was quite young, my mom cheated on my dad whilst they were going through quite a rough period. I was only a young kid back then, maybe 11, and caught her with this other guy, who I assumed was just a friend coming over at that age. I knew what was happening. I knew it was wrong. However, my mom essentially blackmailed, manipulated me and told me that if my dad found out, my life would basically never be the same and it'd tear the family apart. Being a kid and not wanting that to happen, I was very conflicted, but my mom got into my head so much that I never said anything, basically. I'm older now, and know what an awful thing she did and what she did to me as a child to keep it a secret. A fake. My mom and that guy haven't spoken or seen each other since. But I still feel awful this happened. My mom manipulated me and my dad doesn't know. Do I tell him all these years later? I know he'll hate me for not saying anything when it happened, but years later instead. Do I give my mom an ultimatum and force her to come clean? It's starting to affect my mental health, but I don't know how to approach it now. I'm only 20 and at university but still living at home. This will likely flip my life and relationships with my parents upside down forever if it comes out. I have 3 kids. If they didn't tell me until they were an adult, I would understand and not hold it against them. And yes, I would absolutely want them to tell me. Tell him your mother blackmailed in 11 years. It was selfish. Tell your dad. I would. Your mother blackmailed a child and doesn't seem like you owe her much at this point. Come clean to your dad and let him handle it. There is a good chance that he already knows who he is married to and won't be surprised. Your father deserves to know, but I think the revelation can hold till you're financially independent. Would you, mother, be upset? Definitely, but what she did to you and to him was wrong. Would your father hold it against you? He shouldn't, but the first emotional outburst could be aimed at anyone. Not for keeping the secret, but instead for telling the truth. Some people rather live in ignorance. Safest choice. Do it after you're financially independent. Tell him alone. Do not warn your mother. Put yourself in his situation. Would you like your son to tell you the truth? I think your father deserves to know. Tell a therapist first. I did, and my dad had a heart attack and stroke a week later. I regret telling him. Ada. Someone asked if he is okay now. But I can't see the comment. He is not. He's paralyzed and now a double amputee. My mom is a monster and we don't speak, which has strained my relationship with my dad. It is what it is. Tell your mom that you will no longer keep her secret. She has whatever time frame you want. An hour, a day, etc. to tell dad the truth, or you will record this conversation, so you have proof of it. Because your mom has already proven herself to be completely selfish and manipulative, and has no love for you. So do not be surprised if she says she is going to tell him, then tries to fake it, or tells him that you are going to come to him with a lie for whatever reason. I'm going to go against the grain here and say leave it be. What would be the point? If they are still happily married. What I would do, though, I'd talk with your mom and let her know how keeping this secret has mentally affected you. She had no right to put you in that position. A current affair should be told. But honestly, your dad may not appreciate being told. I know people who wish that they had never found out that their spouse cheated in the past. Don't give her an ultimatum. That would give her time to do damage control and convince him you are lying before you even get to him. Talk to him privately, preferably away from home. Your dad will be upset, even angry, but he won't hate you. You were 11 and he will understand that. He might need some time after that. He can make his own choice after that on whether or not wants to stay married. I would tell mom to come clean, and if she doesn't, you will. Don't let her affair ruin your mental health. Only sadness, resentment, and probably divorce would come off this. Time has passed. Things have changed. Take the secret to your grave and let your parents live their lives. If you think it is done and have seen no evidence of it happening now, do not do it or you will blow up their lives. He shouldn't hate you because 1. You were just a kid. 2. You didn't do anything wrong. 3. Your mother is the one who did something wrong. As a parent, I would also understand if you waited until adulthood until you did tell me. But I would definitely want you to tell me sooner or later. My mother put me in this exact position. I never said a word to my father. But he knew anyway. I took the view to not get involved in my parents' marriage. I have no regrets and would do the same again. Leave this alone. Your parents' relationship is their own business and you have no idea what conversations have happened over the last 10 years. This may already be a healed wound for them. Reopening it would be a selfish act on your part. Go talk to a therapist. I get that this could be tough on you, but I would try to put it aside until you finish college. Keeping a secret could be tough, but having your entire family life disrupted while you are trying to study could be even more stressful. It's about doing what is best for you right now. Graduate from college and get yourself into a stable place, either job-wise or apartment-wise. But make sure you have everything you need to feel safe and stable first. Your dad has been in the dark for 10 years now. Another couple of years is not going to dramatically change the outcome for him. But it could significantly destroy your own life right now when you are fairly vulnerable. You were not the one who had the affair, and you do not deserve to suffer because of it. If your father would hold a secret 11 years old you kept out of fear and manipulation by an adult you relied on, he isn't a decent person either. Think about what it is you're trying to accomplish, because their relationship isn't your responsibility or in your authority. If it were me, I'd distance myself at least until I'd gotten some therapy to sort this out for myself.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.